So once upon a time, there was this woman who decided that she would go into business for herself. Of course, that's me, and as you can see, I ended up with lots of hats. And so to compensate for being so overwhelmed, I talked to my husband, who, as you can see, was bored, into coming on board with me. And what this did was make us both overwhelmed, and so it resulted in us hiring a series of coaches and consultants. And the first one we hired was a woman from a company called SureLaws. And what she did was really kind of set a solid framework for organizing our business called Red, Blue, Black. So when we approached her, what she did first is she gave us this exercise where she shoved a piece of paper in front of us, and she had us write down everything we did all day. And of course, as you can see, my paper's all full of stuff. I was very frustrated. Both sides are full. And my husband's, well, he was overwhelmed by my frustration and probably hungry, so not so much. So she took the paper back, and she took her red, blue, and black markers and started marking red, 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 blue, black, red, 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 red. And then she shoved the paper back over across the desk to us and said, you keep this up, 6 months from now, you're going to fail. Because what you don't realize is it's not about how much stuff you do, it's about what you're doing. It's not about the quantity, it's definitely about the quality of what you're doing. So what she did is she explained if you organize all your stuff red, blue, black, and focus mostly on the black, get rid of the red, you have a good shot at success. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about red, blue, black, because it impacted us quite a bit. So red is every task in your business that has to be done, but it doesn't make any money. So that's like accounting, HR, facilities. My personal favorite is organizing the file system on the server. Blue, all right, yeah, you laugh. Blue makes money from now for about 6 months. So this is basically what I call getting and serving customers. So it's your networking and your marketing and that kind of stuff, and then your factory, whatever your basic job is. But black is really where the green starts showing up. That's planning your future, and that's the big bucks and the pay dirt. You spend an hour on that, and you're really going to get something for that. Things that fall under black are things like joint ventures, partnerships, strategic alliances, planning, executing ideas that you have. In our particular business, instead of going that direction, what we did instead is we went after automation and productizing stuff. So if I wrote a piece of code for somebody and I knew I was going to use it again, I would either automate it or turn it into a product. So the next thing she did to really drive this message home was she gave us this little example. She said, here's the difference between spending an hour on red and an hour on blue. So if you, how long does it take you to make a sale? And I said, I don't know, probably about 8 hours. And she said, well, how much is your average sale? And at that point, it was about $6,400, $6,500. So she said, for every hour that you spend on a blue sale, you're making $800 an hour. And so you can imagine, I'm like, I can't go in Office Depot anymore. She's like, what are you doing in Office Depot at $800 an hour? So, right, so then you fast forward, so that's just an easy lesson, just going from doing red tasks to blue. So then you take it to the next level, which is black, and you imagine spending an hour automating something that you can use over and over. Or you imagine making a product out of something that you're doing, one of your tools and stuff. It's a 37 signals model, basically, Basecamp. And you can see that you can quickly get into the green zone with doing that kind of stuff. So what ended up happening is it impacted me so much that it leaked into my personal life. And seeing I'm working with my husband, he was already trained. So what ended up happening is, right? No more chores for me, because those are red. I'm not going grocery shopping, because if I can do something that I can make $13 an hour at, and I can pay someone $12 to do that nasty chore, I'm not touching it. So we have that language in our house. This is red, this is blue. So blue, we kind of redefine blue a little bit for home. So blue is hanging out with my super hot, very funny son, or petting my beautiful dog, or coming to Colorado and hanging out with my friends here. So it's kind of being engaged in sort of your day-to-day life is blue. And you want to do those things, those are really important, but if you're too busy doing chores, you're not going to get there. But you really need, if you want to accomplish your dreams, make your business and your personal life go, you've got to focus on the black in your life, and the black is your dreams. So what do you want to do? What gives your life meaning? That's what's black. And so for me, maybe that's traveling, or maybe that's writing. So to go back and recap, red and blue for business is red is everything that doesn't make you money, but it has to be done. Get the label maker and give it to somebody else now, like today, right away. Blue is it kind of it's finding money, making money. It's kind of short term. Then in your personal life, it's the chores. I don't need to detail those for you. And the blue is kind of getting engaged in your day-to-day kinds of stuff that you want to do, the chores that you like and the people that you want to hang out with. So then your black, again, to recap that, is your black is your big picture kind of stuff. What's going to take you to the next level with your business? Is it automation? Is it productizing? Is it, you know, getting joint ventures and alliances going? And then what's going to get your life going in the right direction in black in your personal life is paying attention to your dreams. So.